and welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
I am Helen.
We are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow, and welcome. Today is Tuesday. It is September 27th, and we have just finished the Adirondacks Fiber Festival. We came back Sunday night. Yesterday was spent unpacking the van and taking it back to the U-Haul place.
Taking back the dog babysitter.
Yes, we
to his place.
Delivered him back. So everything is good. It's all done. It was a good weekend.
Yeah.
It was a really good weekend.
Good weather.
Really gorgeous weather. It rained a little bit on Sunday, but we were underneath. So
yeah.
For us, except Helen got stuck at the bathroom when it started pouring. Get this text message. Well, that was a good plan.
Well, it's not raining that hard. I'll just run to the bathroom now, and then it's all the way across the fairgrounds. And then I'm like, I hear it. I started hitting the roof, and I'm like, oh, well, that was a good plan.
But she made it back unscathed, so it was okay. Right. But yes, it was a really good festival. We stayed at a really quirky Airbnb.
Very charming.
Yes. Helen's got video at the end for you, but
right.
It had beautiful wide plank floors and
very, 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 very old building.
Yeah. Oh my God. But it was so cool. Had a circular staircase to get to the second floor. I have now gotten over my whole need to, experience a circular staircase. I'm done with it now. I like straight stairs.
Maybe a little bit wider.
And not even so much wider, but like depth-wise, because a couple of the bottom ones were really, really tight.
And they went right through. There were no
backs,
treads or whatever.
Right. And I kind of like a straight. It can go up on an angle, go up and then over like those, but no more round. Standing at the top of that, looking down, and I mean, God forbid you forget to take your glasses off. That's just going to go, waiting to happen.
And the first step was a good step and a half. I mean, that was a good step.
So Helen went upstairs to explore first, and she comes back down. She's like, all right, when you come down, watch that last step because it's its step. But no, it was really, really nice, really pretty, our kind of place.
Yeah. In the video, you'll see the size of the door.
My brother said it looked like the Mad Hatter designed this place.
It kind of did, yeah. But I mean, she had a quilt chest, and then she had a basket of quilts. She had cross stitch all over her kitchen walls, and embroidery all framed.
It was our kind of place.
Yes, it looked like either they were family heirlooms or she picked them up at thrift shops because they were definitely older.
Right.
So yeah, it was just a really charming place. So
yeah.
One of our better Airbnbs.
Yes.
It was missing two things.
Yeah. But we were all packed and ready to go, and we left Friday morning, and we tried to get out as early as possible. And we got a text message just as we were leaving, and it said, "Look up." And on our second floor porch, his nose just in the window looking out at us. It was kind of devastating. However,
everybody survived the weekend.
We did. They had a wonderful time with my brother.
The reunion made it almost worth going.
I came in. He comes barreling down the stairs. He jumps up, wraps his arms around my waist. He's kissing my face because that's how tall he is. He can wrap his arms around my waist and kiss my face on his back legs. He just was so excited to see us. And Drew comes down a little bit slower. But then she just leans into you, and it's the most amazing feeling ever. So, it was difficult being apart from them, but it was so nice
coming back
to see them.
Yeah. We've all grown to appreciate each other more.
Yeah. And the festival was fun. It was a nice festival.
Yeah.
It's not overly busy. We got to see people, and Pitt, you are the star of the show.
Oh my God.
She
on
baked Saturday.
She lives up near the Canadian border. So it was a 3-hour drive for her. So Saturday morning, she got up and made us cookies, drove 3 hours.
Everybody
was going back the same day.
Jealous.
Yes.
Everybody around us was so jealous. She made us chocolate chip cookies, but they had a hint of ginger and a hint of pumpkin spice.
Oh, they were so
Oh, they were so good.
I mean, game changer on chocolate chip cookies.
Oh yeah, Helen told me, she's like, oh, okay, from now on we have to put ginger in. That's it. Ginger goes in all the chocolate chip cookies. Such a good cookie.
Yeah.
Really, they just were perfect. So, and they were the perfect size that you could share one, and we made them last over until we made it home.
Yeah.
We actually were eating the last of them as we were driving home, so it was perfect, absolutely perfect. So thank you so very much. And it was great meeting you, and seeing you.
Yes.
And seeing all the other people that came to check in and say hello to us. It was wonderful.
Sorry, there's a fly, and it keeps going back and forth. That's where my attention is, because I'm going to kill it.
If it's inside, it's fair game. All right.
Especially since they bothered Drew greatly. So,
All right.
I go on the warpath. Anyway.
Okay, so we have a couple of things to show you. We got a question from somebody who wanted to know what colors would go well with our 500th episode yarn called Through the Door. So this is Through the Door.
So she bought this and she needs something to do with it.
Okay, so our suggestions are the Autumn Fairies.
The
I know
yeah.
that I had said something about the Halloween colors, but when we were holding them up, the Autumn Fairies are the ones that work best. So here it is with Hawthorn. I'm sorry, green, gold, and orange. Yes. Right. Here it is with Michaelmas. Throwing in a little peachy, not peachy, a little pinky purple.
And kind of graying it down.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Here it is with Elderberry. It's going a little bit darker, so that's going to make it really pop because the elderberry is dark.
God, a two-color shawl in these two is gorgeous.
It's going to be beautiful.
Especially if you're striping them.
And then here it is with Acorn Fairy, which is just gorgeous. All of them are beautiful.
So then if you wanted to do 3 colors, you could do these 3.
Or these 3.
These 3. If you want to do a fade, or like a City Limits sweater, you could do them all. So any of the tonals from the Autumn Fairies. Beech Nut would work great too. We forgot to bring up Beech Nut.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but that's all right.
But Beech Nut is a dark brown. So Beech Nut works great with this because it's blue and gold and dark brown.
Yeah. All right, so just a reminder, on Friday we are going to be taking down all the yarn. It will not be listed on the site anymore. And we are going to start dyeing all the things. We have reached the stage of spreadsheets. I have spreadsheet upon spreadsheet upon spreadsheet of all the different colors that we need to dye. And we're counting in the yarn so we know how many we're starting with, so we know how many we have to actually dye. This will be a shock to nobody, but the one that we are dyeing the most of is Moonstone. I mean, seriously, do we dye any other color other than Moonstone? There are so many Moonstone. However, so we are starting to make the spreadsheets and we are starting to make the dyeing schedule. So if you want to get anything before Friday, please.
Right.
Friday at midnight, all the yarn will come down. Okay. So that is that. All right.
And then some of them may have, as we've said before, may have odd skeins left from just by how we have to dye them. And those will go up
when we are done sending everything out.
Right.
So that will probably be the end of October, beginning of November.
Right.
And we will also be taking any odds and ends with us to SAF and to New England. However, I do not know.
Yeah, if you want to be guaranteed
is going to be there.
Then. And somebody asked us today if we want like a specific, like a minimum amount. No. There are people who are ordering ones of things. There are people who are ordering sweater quantities of things. It's open for anything.
Yep.
So if you think, oh, I don't want to put them out and just get one skein.
Chances are pretty good.
We're already dyeing it.
And if we only have to dye one skein of a particular color, that means I have 3 to take to shows with me.
Right.
So it beefs up our inventory for the shows.
Yeah.
So please do not feel that you are putting us out at all. You're not. So that's the way it is right now. Okay. The fly has been neutralized. Okay.
fly is no longer a problem.
Also, Agatha Christie, we are dyeing our Agatha Christie yarns tomorrow, and we are dyeing the Hedgehog yarns tomorrow, so they will be going out.
They should be going out in September, but more than likely they're going to ship the beginning, because the beginning of October is this weekend, which I cannot wrap my head around at all. I really can't wrap my head around the fact that my nephew's turning 11 next week.
Oh God, that's just so wrong. so wrong. I know his birthday is on Monday, but I'm not attaching the number 11 to it yet. Wow. Okay, yeah, no.
So yeah, we're just a little bit late just with the shows, so they're going to go out. More than likely they will ship Monday.
Right.
Because of the way we're dyeing, and then we need the time to pack them up. So.
Okay. Also, Patreon viewers, Patreon people, the Patreon yarns, the September Patreon yarns are being dyed tomorrow as well, so they will be going out on Monday.
Yep.
And we have scheduled our September knit night for Friday night. I'm taking it to the wire, people. Friday night at 7 o'clock, the 30th of September, we're going to do our Patreon knit night. So if you are one of our patrons with the $10 or the $45 to $5 tier level, you should have received your invitation.
Right.
All right. So that is that. And hopefully we will be able to see a whole bunch of you there, since it's a Friday and not a Tuesday when so many of you have to work. So hopefully we will see you. Okay. Alrighty. So we have something to show you that we worked up. We got put together, and these.
We had these at the last couple shows. And now we have a couple extras, and they're going to hit the shop on Friday
At 5 o'clock.
At 5 o'clock.
Eastern time.
We are making a specific shop update time because there's a very limited quantity on them, and we want everybody to have a chance to grab them.
Okay, so here we go. Ready? We have...
Okay, so we have Halloween book sleeves.
Oh my God. Look at these.
So you can either get an orange background or a black background, and we have small and large.
Okay, so we were trying to set these up to display in the booth, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to put a journal in here. So you put your journal in here. You have your stickers and your pens here. It is a great travel pouch
for your journals.
For your journals.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool. So we have the small.
And then if you do a larger journal or paperback or a Kindle or iPad, whatever, that's the larger size. So we have a couple of those left.
Okay. I'll take those.
And we are shifting out of Halloween now and going more towards the holidays, so we will not be making any more Halloween bags, which again is why we're doing the time shop update, because there will be no more. Okay, so we have a small tote Halloween. That's a small tote bag, perfect for your socks.
Small shawl.
Small shawl. You can fit a couple skeins in here, no problem, with your project. So
I would say like two skein project is a perfect size for that.
Orange plaid and orange black plaid inside.
Okay, so that's one.
Then we have a small wedge. The Halloween patches. That one has the orange plaid on the handles. Black spider webs inside.
Guess what? Spider webs glow in the dark.
And then the large wedge of the same fabric. It's just by it being a lot much bigger, you get more of the patches on it. And then again with the spider webs, but this time you get pockets too.
Halloween bags.
Yep. So again, like the large wedge, that's it. I have one large wedge left. I have a couple of these, of each of these, and a couple of the book sleeves. So Friday, 5 o'clock, Halloween bags.
Okay, so also in the shop right now, we have poches for the months of the year. We are sold out of September, October, and December, but I think everything else is there. So if you are looking for a poche for a particular month, they are listed right now. And we have some of the Enchanted Forest animal bags. We had the animal faces and the owls. There are a couple of all the different.
Yeah, the large kit bags and the extra large wedges are all gone.
Okay.
But we have the small kit bags. We have the large wedge, which is the size I just showed you. And we have a couple cross stitch bags left.
And totes. We have totes.
Oh, and we have the tote bags too. So,
right. So those are all listed and available right now. So if you want those, grab them now. If you want the poches, you can grab them now. And if you want the Halloween bags, those are the ones that are being put up on Friday at 5 o'clock.
Right.
And all of those will remain available. Even when we take down the yarn, the bags will still be available.
Right.
Until they sell out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So now we are starting to go through our Christmas and winter holiday fabrics and
planning that out.
Fun times.
And some more everyday bags that we'll be getting ready for. We have a couple weeks between now and Saf.
Yeah. On Friday, I'm going to be showing you some of our organizing things because we looked at our booth this past weekend and made a whole bunch of notes of what we want to change and how we want to amp it up and that kind of thing. And we came back and basically did a brain dump of everything we want to get done between now and SAF. So I'm going to be sharing that with you on Friday, as well as what we're using to help ourselves stay organized, because it's a lot of different things and different moving pieces. So we're going to show you our organizing things as well. So, yeah, I think that is just about it.
Oh, we got home. Just a total aside. We were getting ready to take the van back yesterday, and I was walking the dogs in front of the house. We have like 3 or 4 cherry tomato plants in our front yard.
Claire Skeen, did you come down here and plant cherry tomatoes?
I thought, maybe Claire just came and surprised us with cherry tomato plants. They actually have tomatoes on them.
Helen tried one.
Right? I'm like, oh, it's a tomato. They're delicious. We have some green ones. I mean, our harvest may be 10 cherry tomatoes, but it was just like,
since we didn't.
I'm walking by it and I'm like, I think that's a tomato plant. Yes, it's a tomato plant. There are tomatoes there. We have never planted tomatoes anywhere in this yard. So I don't know.
I figured the birds or a squirrel, took a tomato and buried it, and we have a plant.
Tomato plants. So,
but
Mother Nature is incredible.
Yeah.
Because you can't even call what's out there soil. It is sand. It just grew in the sand.
It does have a good mulch thing on top because the birds go through the seeds and everything.
No, but it's right there. It's
true.
away from the bird seed.
Oh, that's true. I don't know.
It's right in front of the corn.
Mother Nature.
Yeah. It's amazing.
It's time to harvest the corn.
The corn is almost dead.
No, I mean to pull out the stalks.
Yeah.
Because now they're just dead. Before it was quirky and fun. Now they just look terrible.
Well, now they look Halloween.
They do. It's the whole.
We'll just put some gravestones in there.
Okay.
A ghost or two in there.
Dress Opie up like a ghost.
Ready made. Halloween decorations.
the living creatures that are living in our yard. All right.
All the Benjamins will have little ghost outfits and witches' hats.
The people have left and the rabbits are back.
Yeah.
And they're all over the place. We have several.
And our hawk came back today. Saw the hawk for the first time today.
Yeah.
Since late spring. So the morning doves better beware.
It's getting quiet. All nature is coming back. It's very cool.
Yep.
Alrighty. Are you good?
I'm good.
All right. We hope you guys have a great week. It's going to be absolutely beautiful here.
If you live in the Florida area, fingers crossed for you.
Yep. So, and we will see you probably on Friday.
Yes. Go forth and create. She keeps leading me into it and I'm ignoring it.
Have a great week, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
So you walk in from our parking spot. This is our Airbnb here. It's the apartment behind a flower shop. She's got beautiful sunflowers. And the little nuthatches are starting to go at the heads, which I just adore. And she's got this gorgeous flower patch over here. That's the back of the flower shop. And then that's the entrance to our Airbnb. Okay, so this is when you first walk in. So you've got a little dining area. We'll address the stairs in a moment. She's got cross-stitch and embroidery samples all over the place. A little heater. This is the first bedroom. A half bath. It's a definite step down. Then go in here to the kitchen. For a smallish apartment, it's really, well, it's not a small apartment, but it's got a nice size kitchen, which something you hardly ever see in an Airbnb. You have a washer and dryer, stove, sink, fridge, again, samplers all over the place. Cute little kitchen table. Looking out on the street. Then you come back out of the kitchen, and there is a whole nother living space upstairs. There's a bedroom, but I'll show you. But this is the way to get upstairs. Here's a spiral staircase. I've always kind of wanted a spiral staircase. I'm sort of over it now, having used it several times. Very, very tall first step, and very short steps, but again, they're dealing with a small space, so this is how they could do it. But there's the loft space up there. But if you're carrying stuff, and it would never work for dogs. Our dogs could never get up those stairs. Hugo might go running up, but getting him back down again might be a problem, and Drew would never ever do it. Okay, so you get up to the top of the stairs into the loft space. Got these lovely windows to give you light. Look at this little reading nook. Slanted ceilings. Exposed beams all over the place. Look at these wood floors. Got some artwork. Plants everywhere, which is really kind of cool. And then this is just probably my favorite feature of the whole house. Okay, so that's the door to the sitting area. And that is maybe 4 feet tall. So they have a lovely sign to remind you, low doorway, watch your head. So you duck your head and you come into the seating area. Nice big room. You can look at the wood floors. You've got a desk with, again, windows for light. Seating area with, you know, project bags and chocolate. TV. Exposed bricks. It's a really cool space. Wood panel ceiling. And then you have a little walk-through. To your left here is a full bathroom. And then here's the second bedroom, which is a huge room. Again, we spent the night already, so my stuff is all over the place. as in life, I am a very messy human being when I travel. But fun artwork on the wall. And then there's a closet room off this bedroom. So she's got an ironing board for you, hanging area if you so choose. Little heater, which almost came in handy last night. Didn't quite need it. So yeah, that's the second floor.